Ted Cruz mocked for strange rant about queer pet literature. Content warning. You're getting ready to see Ted Cruz. Queer pet literature.
Is every barista slacker? Of course not. They're wonderful, great people who are baristas, who, by the way, many of whom don't have student loans and are getting screwed by the Democrats because they're saying the guy that studied queer pet literature and has $100,000 in debt because, oddly enough, to reference another podcast, Mickey and Pluto going at it, other than getting a job at Disney, there's not a lot of job market for queer pet literature.
I would hope he never goes anywhere and gets coffee. I would hope he never goes anywhere and gets coffee. What in the...
Yes. Is every barista slack?
I hit watch on YouTube and it did not.
They're wonderful, great
go
people
to
who are baristas, who, by the way, many of whom don't have student loans and are getting screwed by the Democrats because they're saying the guy that studied queer pet literature and has
Right-wingers. Queer pet literature is not a major that you can take. Pretty sure that there is no college in the world where it's even an elective class for anything. Perhaps, maybe, somewhere, yes. Right, you get like a really, really, really liberal arts college up in the mountains somewhere, and they've got a class called queer pet literature. Sure, maybe. Maybe it exists in one place somewhere, possibly. But for the love of God, guys, like you guys just keep making up shit. Now, gender studies is a real course some places, and it's usually incredibly small. I am as woke as they come. I know met one person who got a gender studies degree, and they are an executive at Planned Parenthood now. So, one person I've known. Now that's anecdotal. But that's one more than any of these right-wing fucks that are constantly talking about gender studies majors know. I guarantee it. So I don't know what their obsession is. Like, when we were doing the whole student loan thing, like the number one profession with student loan debt is a pharmacist. Not a gender studies major, you stupid fucks. Now, does a pharmacist sound like that's a useless degree? Do you need pharmacists? Ted Cruz?
And are getting screwed by the Democrats because they're saying the guy that studied queer pet literature and has $100,000 in debt because, oddly enough, to reference another podcast, Mickey and Pluto going at it, other than getting...
Didn't you get made fun of enough the first time about Mickey and Pluto going at it? God damn, you weird person. Right-wingers are absolute morons. I don't even know what to select. You want to get more weird with it, don't you? You want to get more weird with it. Like we've been in a weird part of the show, RB says. We've been in the weird part of the show for a while now. U.S. lawmakers say sitcom starring Danny Devito as voice of Satan is evil. To be honest with you, I probably would not have watched this show. I would have watched it 3 or 4 years later after everybody was like, oh, you got to watch this show. All right, I'll watch this fucking show. But now, thanks to Representative Mike Johnson of Louisiana, he couldn't get to the remote fast enough to shield his 11-year-old from the preview of the new animated series, Little Demon. So now I might actually have to watch it. Is this one of the promotional? I thought it was an animated show. This is one of the promotional. Looks like Aubrey Plaza. And then, what's her name? She's really good. I like her. Oh, she's Lucy DeVito. An animated horror comedy featuring Danny DeVito as the voice of Satan is clearly evil, says a Republican congressman from Louisiana whose Facebook post denouncing Little Demon. Believe me, I know about his Facebook post because I saw it. I trolled it days ago. Denouncing Little Demon has reached millions of people by Tuesday morning. U.S. Rep. Mike Johnson objected to the sitcom aired by FX Networks. Its website says the series is about a woman and her 13-year-old daughter who are trying to live normal lives even though Satan is the girl's father and wants custody of her soul. A trailer for the show, which airs its 4th episode late Thursday, played during Sunday night's TV broadcast of Louisiana State University's football opener against Florida State. I couldn't get to the remote fast enough to shield my 11-year-old from the preview, and I wonder how many other children were exposed to it, and how many millions more will tune in to the new series, owned and marketed by Disney. That's not true. FX isn't owned by Disney. It's like the one network that isn't owned by Disney, you stupid fuck. It's like the one network that's not owned by Disney. Oh shit, it is owned by Disney now, isn't it? It is. It is. They sold it. They sold all but Fox News. That's right. Shit. It is owned by Disney. It is owned by Disney. I take that back. FX Networks and Hulu, where the show is streamed, are among entertainment assets that Disney bought from Fox. And the stock deal worth about $52.4 billion in late 2017. That's, once again, the Simpsons are on Disney. That's fucking wild. On the show, DeVito voices the role of Satan, and his daughter, Lucy DeVito, plays Satan's daughter, Chrissy the Antichrist. Aubrey Plaza plays the mother. The new episodes are broadcast at 10 p.m. Thursdays on FXX. Is it come on after like Archer or some shit? I don't know. They really made me want to be like Danny DeVito and Aubrey, even though it's animated, and they're just, voicing a couple. It's still kind of weird. It's still kind of creepy. Saying not as creepy as Charlie Kirk and his obsession with like the furry community or some shit. I honestly don't know if this is actually a representation of the furry community or if this is just some weird, dumb shit I don't know about, but Charlie Kirk thinks it's gone way too far.
I make a video like this every few months, but I thought I would explain again.
Just another person on TikTok. They've got some kind of muzzle on. They're a furry, I do believe. They're just a furry. They got like a fucking hat with ears, and they've got a muzzle. It's like an actual dog's muzzle and a collar, like they're collared by somebody. Oh yeah, Libs of TikTok. That's who posted this. Yet another just innocuous video. Charlie Kirk, I hate to inform you, but some people live in sexual anarchy.
You live in sexual anarchy?
And the collar means like somebody owns her. And there's like there is a kink where like she go around like a pet, be led around. That's a thing. People do that. I find it odd that like there are right wingers that have this kind of fetish. I'm positive of it. But you found a woman of color who possibly is not a traditional not in a traditional sexual relationship.
Who I am and what I am doing. I am a Therian. I believe that my soul is an animal's soul. I know and I have a fundamental understanding that I am overall human.
There's openly fast furries too.
I experienced something called species dysphoria. Keep in mind, dysphoria is not trans-exclusive, nor is Therianthropy, or being a Therian, a gender identity.
Call me baby.
It is a psychological/spiritual identity that affects my life and my day-to-day immensely. The dysphoria causes me to feel I'm in the wrong body, which is why I always wear this mask in my ears, as well as do other things to alleviate the stress that I feel. I make these videos for other Therians to
It's not even a sexual thing.
express themselves, and I try to normalize this harmless identity. It's not the same as being a furry. Hope this clears some things up.
I'm sorry that I called you a furry then. I'm sorry, like I thought it was a sexual thing. My apologies, ma'am. And that's why these videos are cool. They're educational. And she's doing it to inform people of just different ways of living. I've never even thought of it that way. Didn't know that people existed like that outside of a sexual relationship. I was educated. See, Charlie, see how easy that is? Just to fucking watch a video and learn something. Be like, huh, that's cool. I'm not into it, but more power to them. What the fuck is wrong with that? That's called free country. Charlie Kirk. Just saying.